Look at these other podcasts out here with a point. Doing interviews, trying to educate you, or change the world. No, we don't do that here. Here, we look around, see things, go places, do things, and round up the best so you can forget the rest. Here, we rank 'em up.
Hello and welcome into Rank 'em Up. I am Craig, joined by Don Pablo, Lilo, and Kev Berto. We're just four friends, four dudes, sitting here talking about stuff and putting things in order and ranking them up. That's what we do. Welcome to the show. How are you, Don?
I'm swell, Craig, and how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Lilo?
Craig, I am fantastic.
And Kev Berto, how are you doing?
I am doing pretty Cheeto.
Yeah?
Yes, I am.
You're Cheeto?
That's
Cheeto.
pretty cool.
I've really
Pretty
taken
good.
the word swell and put it in my vocabulary, but it wouldn't crack my top 5 like last week. But, anyway.
What about like copacetic? That's one of the words that I've always tried to work
What
in, but I
song?
can't.
You want to say something cool sometimes, and
Right, and it just never happens. Like you fall back on those other crutch words, like Heiligenschein.
And if you haven't listened, go back and listen to last week's show. We talk about all our clutch words, our favorite words. It was kind of a random, abstract show, and we have another good show for you today. Today, we are talking about websites you visit daily, and we're ranking them up. That's what we're doing. And let's see. Before we start, I want to say thank you to all of our listeners who've been listening to us, tweeting us, sending us feedback, sending us their lists, sharing it with your friends, and all that stuff. Don, how can they go about doing that?
Well, we have a Facebook page that's really fun, and there's a lot of interaction there. You can give us your top 5 on any subject, not just the ones that we do. You can suggest the show topic, which I believe one of our shows coming up is a listener-suggested one, or you can find us on Twitter at RankEmUp and interact with us there.
That's awesome. I'd like to say thank you to our listener, Kristen, and also Wendy for joining us, for listening to each one of our shows. Please, be kind and tell us you're listening and tell us what you think about the shows. All right, so let's get on with this. Websites you visit daily. Let's see, who should go first? Who was the last person to eat some chocolate? Who had some chocolate today? Anybody?
I wanted chocolate today.
Chocolate candy?
I got one from one of the places, one of the offices I went to. They offered me a York peppermint patty, and I'm a sucker for those.
Did you have some chocolate today, Berto?
Not today. Last night I did, though.
All right, well, Lilo. I mean, no, it's not Lilo. Don, it looks
Awesome.
like you're up.
Okay, so a lot of modern artists make fun of people for having their iPhone in their hand all day because that's what our society has become or whatever. I didn't think I was going to go in this direction, did you? And I am guilty of this, and it's from I look one of the new settings on the iPhone iOS 9 that just came out very recently was you could see what app you use the most, and by far the app that I use the most is Twitter, and I'm on Twitter, so I have 7 accounts on Twitter, including Rank 'em Up.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I
think after 5, that's considered sickness.
Uh-oh.
So I don't use all of them every day. I use my personal one, Don Pablo 303 at Don Pablo 303 on Twitter. I use that one the most. But some of them, we play this game, me and Craig, that introduced me. Hat Trick. I have one for my Hat Trick team.
It's a sickness, and
So
we'll get into it probably in a different show.
All I did was interact. All that account does is interact with other people on Hat Trick. And then I have some fan-made, a parody account of somebody that I know.
Of me, of course.
I mean, at Drunk Gilberto, which hasn't posted in a while because, we were on the wagon. But anyway,
You know what? I
I'm
have
gonna get in
not
trouble now.
consumed in a while, so.
I'm very proud of you for that because you're not
Way to
getting any
go.
material. Although I swear people are still following Drunk Gilberto.
I just followed at Drunk
Yeah,
Gilberto.
there's one.
Yeah.
See?
It's a good follow.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
That's like a good, funny one. It ranks up there with text from last night.
That's right.
Well, if
And
you-
then I just have one for a couple other things. So I'm all over the place. On Twitter. I love it, and it's kind of connects you to news really well. And I think I like to read the news or watch the news and see what's going on in the world, and that's one of them that you can do that. So Twitter, and also I can have my opinion that 170 people like. So there's that. give or take 170. So Twitter, boom.
That's your number 5 is Twitter.
Yep, number 5.
All right, Kevberto.
Well, my number 5 is one that everybody uses every day. It's Google, and I use it to confirm, to find, to expand, and educate my world. So Google is my
I was wondering how many, if all of us were going to put that on there. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's I can fully get behind that listing.
All right, number 5, Lilo.
Okay, number 5 for Lilo. Actually, I'm going to throw in a couple of honorable mentions because,
Please.
for those of you listening that don't know, I actually am in the IT field, so websites are kind of a thing for me. Like I look at them, I critique them, I build them from time to time. So websites are a big thing. So that being said, I've got 3, 4 honorable mentions that I'm just going to throw out there real quick.
Do it.
So I lumped social medias together because, I mean, come on, there's like 1 billion of them out there. There's like one for every person in China. Yeah, so Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus. All you faithful Google Plusers out there. Woo!
All 10 of you.
All 10 of us.
Keep it
That's
going
right.
strong.
Yeah,
Like the servers on Battlefield 2.
that's right.
35 guys that still play.
Gotta keep
it
going for
alive.
those guys. Keep going for those guys. Memegenerator.com. That's
I do like Meme Generator.
That is one of my
good.
I
favorites.
used it last week to get one for my fantasy football team of who was it? It was the guy from the league. I don't know. Whatever.
The
There you
commish
go.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, the commish. The commish.
awesome.
Michael Chiklis. Heck of a guy. Yep. Love that.
And then actually one that I use now that I figure out how to do it is Pixlr.com, Pixlr.com. If you like Photoshop and have no money to spend on like the $70,000 that you blow on Creative Cloud, soapbox, Pixlr.com.
I like that.
It's free.
How do you spell that again?
Pixlr.com.
Berto's writing that down right now.
You
Yes,
should.
I am.
Excited.
It's totally worth it. It's worth all of the no money that you pay. And then the last one. So it's funny that you mentioned Google, Kevberto, because one of our favorite ones at work is this one called LMGFY.
I love that. I love that
.com.
site.
LMGFY stands for "Let me Google that for you," and it's the best. Like it was at my top 5, but then I'm like, no, I can't put that one on there because there's other stuff. And yeah, let me Google that for you. It's good times.
It's so sarcastic, that website. What it is like, say someone posts on Facebook, where do I find so and so? You go to let me Google that for you, and you type in what they were asking,
Right.
And it gives you like a video of somebody typing in that into Google. It's awesome.
Yeah, and then when it hits send, it says, "Now was that hard, or was it that hard?" So
Yeah,
yes,
it's very passive aggressive, and I love it.
it is. It's the best. So now my actual number 5 is actually another design website. It's called Canva.com, Canva.com. Once again, it's another free resource. So Kevberto, if you want another free resource,
Oh yeah.
Canva.com. It's awesome. Like it takes all of the really great elements of like Photoshop and Pixlr, and it just makes it painfully simple to get in there and make some really cool images. I've used it to create stuff for work. I've used it for stuff at not work.
Can you turn pictures into like Banksy street art images? Like spray paint looking?
With some tweaking, probably. It might not be that in depth, but I'm sure you can get pretty close.
I want to do that.
Do it. It's free.
I feel like I'm sitting through the first day of like a 101 level art class at university. You're going to need this website and this
Right.
website and this website.
You can find my contact information
Yeah.
on the syllabus.
On the syllabus. Yes, exactly.
So yes, Canva.com. Everyone should go to it right now. Well, no, after the show.
You
After
can
the show.
listen and do that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
You could do multiple things while listening to Rank 'em Up. All right, I have a couple honorable mentions too. I put Google on there on my honorable mentions because I use it every day, but I don't feel like I use it well enough. I mean, I feel like there's 1,000,001 things that Google can do, and all I use it for is it's basically my spell checker too. How do I spell this?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the best way I use it, and for random searches. I have a couple more on my honorable mentions. Podbean.com. I now go to this website a lot because I obsessively check the statistics of who's listening to this
That's a good
show,
one. I like that.
posting this show, and checking to see if we got another 1 or 2 more listens in the last 30 minutes.
What was the farthest one away? It was a different country.
Yeah, we
South
had
Korea?
Philippines with a
Philippines.
listen.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Thanks, Lilo.
Fellow Filipinos listening, thank
Yeah.
you. Salamat.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah.
There's,
And
there's my culture.
exactly.
Shot.
Shots.
In my culture. Thank you.
And I also have Catholic.com. I go to that quite a bit. Not daily, probably, but whenever I have a question or I'm looking something up or I want to listen to one of the shows they have on podcasts there that we'll probably get to in another episode of Rank 'em Up, our shows we listen to probably, I'll go to that website and look up resources they have there. It's pretty good, blogs and stuff too. So
Nice.
I like that one. But my true number 5, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say it, but I mean, we all go there just because it's Facebook. Facebook.com. I don't really like that it's on my list, but it's on there. It's a necessary evil. I post pictures of my kids just like everybody.
Yes.
I do it.
It wouldn't
Facebook-
be.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was gonna say it wouldn't be Facebook without like the obligatory baby picture,
Birthday.
food picture,
Food pictures.
Birthday
or the-
celebration.
birthday celebration.
So and
and
so's
the-
having a birthday that you don't remember or never knew.
right. Or you
Wish
don't
them a
actually
happy
talk
birthday.
to.
Yeah.
And then the last is the guilt trip ridden picture of something like
Politics. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say the only thing Facebook is good for is community events. You don't need evites. You just put them on Facebook, and then you go in and not go in, whatever. That's the only thing it's good for. I am sick of it, personally, and I do not want to be a part of it anymore.
And
Although I'm forced to be a part of it because it's not socially acceptable for you to not have a Facebook.
Exactly. If I could not have it, I would, but it's ingrained into our culture that we have to.
Yes.
And I
Big
also like the
Zuckerberg.
groups. I like the groups. I use that quite a bit. I'm in some groups on Facebook that I don't know. It's fun, I guess. I check in every once in a
And
while.
go to the Rank 'em Up Facebook group, by the way, to interact with all of us on Facebook.
Yes, we love Facebook. Go to Rank 'em Up's Facebook page.
Facebook.com/Rank 'em Up.
There you go.
And
Don,
Rank 'em
dude,
Up on Twitter, yes.
your number 4.
Well, I had to stifle myself because you guys said the word Google 3 times right before me, so I didn't want to ruin it. But lmgfy.com, that was kind of where I was going, because the people that get my goat, the pet peeve I have, the worst one, and I'm going to ruin it if we ever did that show right now. It's people asking me questions, calling me and asking me to look something up. And like, if you just Google his name, but no, you take the extra step of looking up the phone number for the radio station. Okay? You look at the phone to call the person working there and then ask him. When all you have to do on your phone is like Google. You don't even have to put in a whole website now. You like type 3 letters and you can find whatever you want to find. Why do you call me and harass me?
You can even push a button and to ask it now. You
Right.
don't even have to type
Exactly.
it. You could ask it.
right.
And Siri's better now. Siri is way better.
Note to self:
you know
ask
what?
Don Berto to find something. Or
I
Don.
love Google.
Don
I
Berto.
love
Umberto.
That's you
I love
and you
Gmail.
together.
Google is the greatest tool. Please look it up yourself. I don't want to look up anything for you. I don't care that much. You want to know where? What's that new movie? War Room. War Room, the movie. I call it my war room. By the way, that opened up really good. By the way, a lot of people saw that movie, but there's a million apps, man. Everything. Go on Twitter has a great search function. Why do you don't have to ask anybody anything? There's really less human communication and interaction. Go to Google. Thank you.
Bless you, Google.
Bless you.
If you want
Google
some human interaction,
indeed.
go to Confession, okay?
What's your number 4?
Sorry.
Is it Google?
Yeah, well, it is Google.
All right.
Can I say my honorable mentions because I forgot and I'm angry?
Yeah. Please.
My honorable mentions are Wall Street Journal and Forbes, and the only reason I go to Forbes is because there's the guy that does the video game reviews, and I'm serious. The guy that does the video game reviews on Forbes.com is good. Amazing. So look that up. I'm not I'm not good. Just
Do you know his name?
Forbes. It's
No,
Dan
I
something.
Dan
I don't know,
something,
but go to Forbes.
Google it.
Forbes. Yeah,
Google
just
it.
Google it, man. I don't want to
I'm
look
sorry
it up for
I
you.
asked.
I don't care that much.
I'll never ask you anything again.
Jeez.
But yeah, go to Forbes Video Game Guy. He is really good. It's really good.
Nice.
All right. Thank you. Is there any other honorable mentions or just those
No,
two?
just Wall Street Journal and Forbes.
All right. Berto, you're number 4.
All right. Well, since I also forgot my honorable mentions, and
That's why we have these fancy lists that I made. You know?
that is true.
Right.
And
These things.
I know, but
Wow.
so I work for a religious radio station, and every single day I do have to, not have to, but I do choose to go to BibleGateway.com and Bible Study Tools because I use it every single day. But so my number 4. Because of the same reason that I am, that I work at a religious radio station, I do have to stay updated with a lot of music also, even though it's not a music station. I go to YouTube a lot because of that. Everything leads me to YouTube, which is safer than any other Spanish music website out there. So, yes, I do not want to download your free MP3. So, there you go. Yes.
I don't like your music that much.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do with you and your friend, our coworker, is we listen to Spanish music and then we critique it. And being radio guys, it's a fun pastime,
Yes.
and we make fun of them. My favorite line is, "That sounds like a Spanish tambourine."
Yes, exactly.
There you
Just
go.
like the
The tuba, the tuba they had was a little off tune, you could say.
exactly. One day we will run into that band. What did you call it last time? The name of the band that we're supposed to.
Our
Lingering.
band? That's our band.
Oh yeah,
The
but
Malingarosos.
there you go. One day,
Malingarosos.
I feel like we are gonna run into a band like that one of these days. So,
What did I say? It was the mariachi funk, right? No, reggae. I don't remember. I blew it. I just walked all
Something
over it. I'm sorry.
there you go.
I think it was
YouTube.
jazz. Wasn't it jazz?
It was
Yes,
jazz
mariachi,
mariachi.
jazz
Jazz mariachi.
mariachi. Yes.
Thank you very much, Lilo. You listen.
Thank you.
Lilo for the win.
So you're not looking at any cat videos or anything like that? Just music?
No, this will come up later. I have got. You know what? I did. All right, you know what? This is gonna be for one of my these other websites, but I will say it now that you bring it up.
No. We'll
No,
save
that's
it.
it,
We'll
right.
save it. Yeah.
We'll save it. That's what I was.
All right.
We'll get around to it. Don't worry.
All right, we'll save it.
Number 4, Lilo.
All right, number 4 for myself, Lilo. I don't know. I don't know.
You just went third person there.
I did. Sorry,
Lilo.
listeners. I'm having a tough time trying to brain today. So, all right. My number 4 website is, as I mentioned earlier, websites are kind of a big thing for me. I build them. I actually taught myself HTML and CSS using my number 4 website, which is codeacademy.com. So if anyone, not a plug, if anyone out there, is wanting to learn a language of any kind, like HTML or Java or Python or any of that nonsense, codeacademy.com, yet another free resource if you're picking up on my theme of the night. It's really great. It gives you some really easy to follow lessons and very easy to digest, and I've been able to build like 2 or 3 full-on websites from scratch. So I'm
They have
pretty
a
proud of
sandbox, a good sandbox there, don't they?
yeah, so every lesson comes with a cool little interface that you can punch in a bunch of code just to test,
Right.
and see what it turns up.
Can you leave us your list, please, when you leave, or email it to us?
I can. I will
Thank
share
you.
that.
It'll be on the syllabus at the end of the.
Thank you.
If you would like to visit me during my office hours.
I'm looking at mine, and yours is way better than mine. I'm just gonna say it. Yours is way more useful.
Yeah, mine is.
I need to change my priorities here.
Yeah, I will caveat my list with saying a lot of these are because of my job. So,
All right. Well, this is not because of my job. My number 4. In the previous shows, I've mentioned that I do play the Pokemon game.
yes, the Pokemon.
The Pokemon game. And
You were playing it right before the show started.
I
tonight?
was, yeah, I did.
Nice.
I caught a new Pokemon that I hadn't had yet.
Yes, you did.
Yep, I was there.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about that. There's a couple of different ways to play that game, right? You do the story mode, and most people they just do the story mode. But there's a whole nother thing after that once the story mode is over, and it's competitive battling. And I'm not any good at competitive battling. I'm actually really terrible at it, but I'm trying not to be.
Nice.
I'm trying to learn. It's like going to university class to learn how to not be terrible at competitive battling. So these three websites help me not be terrible, which I still am. They are Serebii.net, which is mostly about Pokemon news. I go there once a day just to check and see.
Pokemon news.
You know what? There's a surprising amount of Pokemon news, especially in this month because the 20th year anniversary of Pokemon is next year. So there's all kinds of stuff coming out next
20
year.
years?
When they announced that handheld,
Jeez.
the watch
The
thing,
Pokemon Go.
was it 3 o'clock in the morning that I saw you posted on Twitter that
might
you
have
were really
been.
excited for that?
It might have been.
He was watching the live stream from Japan,
It was.
the Nintendo live stream or whatever.
I appreciate you bringing that up right now.
You're a dedicated Pokemon guy. That's cool, man.
Yeah, man, that's
cool.
avid.
Yeah.
That is avid.
So I could have looked at it on Serebii.net the next day and found out all the news, but
Not good enough.
it was not good enough, no. And then also Smogon.com, SMOGON.com, and PokemonShowdown.com, which are both kind of the same thing. Pokemon Showdown's cool because you don't have to have the game to battle. You can it's like a battle simulator. Mm-hmm. So that's where people go and test out their teams and build teams, and you don't have to have the Pokemon themselves. You can build them any way you want to test them before you go and breed them to however you want them to be to play them on the battle spot.
I'm confused.
So
now.
That's
Roberto,
kind of
you got this?
That's kind of cool.
it's like a try it before you buy it type thing.
Right.
So
Try it before you breed it.
yeah, exactly. So you don't. I mean, because breeding takes a long time, and I'm terrible at that too.
Oh.
But you can test your team and get a team perfected using these tools before you go and try and breed it in the game. So
That's useful.
that's
useful.
my nerdy segment,
No, that's your thing, man. That's your hobby, basically.
It is.
and I'm still bad at it. There's people that are. I don't know. I'm really bad. Just put it that way. If anybody wants to battle, send us a. If anybody wants an easy win and get up your competitive points in Pokemon Showdown or Pokemon Battle Spot, let me know. Send us a tweet at rankemup. At rankemup. All right, that's my number 4. Don, your number.
I don't know anybody
3.
that plays Pokemon except for you, Craig. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well.
So
Sorry.
my number 3, and I think this place that I'm going to tell you about, it might help you out with your Pokemon because it has every subject under the sun, and it's not like it's not like
Google?
no.
Yeah.
It's Google times a million because it tells you everything. So the reason I went to this website, and it's reddit.com, is because the podcast Serial, because that's when they would talk about it, and like on Twitter, like these are the fan theories, and what happened. Did Ednan do it? Was it Jay? And there's a lot of fan theories about that, and so it introduced me to Reddit. And by the way, Reddit is guys that have way too much time on their hands / conspiracy theory guy.
Oh, that's why you love it.
Right.
I'm not conspiracy theory guy all the way, but
Did you hear last episode?
That's true.
Whatever, man.
That's what Destiny does to you, man.
What?
What?
So, and that's the reason I still go to this website every day is because Destiny, because like it's Craig's thing where they talk about everything. All right, Destiny's Reddit is the greatest resource for Destiny ever. Like the Ask Me Anythings they do with those guys, and just everything, man. There's weapons guides, there's theories, they do lore segments because Destiny is about it has a story, but it has these called the Grimoire cards, and they put the whole lore together there, and it's just everything. But you can go into Reddit and seriously just hours of your life just reading, not even contributing anything. And the guys that contribute, it's a crazy community, man. Those guys, they're really good, and they're really in depth, and it just takes a long time. So some of the Reddit that I am a member of, obviously Serial, the podcast, Ednan's Innocent, thank you. And I have my own theory, but we won't talk about that now. Destiny, of course. Destiny Fire Teams, because it's a resource to get the friends together to play the game. Destiny Fire Teams. I might have gone to the Casey Anthony. Where does she live now?
What?
Because we don't want this scourge of the community around where I live. All right, and you know what? We don't need that here. We got enough I'm gonna get in trouble now. Self-entitled women who think they could do whatever they want and get away with everything. We don't need any more of that. That is what we don't need in this society. Thank you. So I don't know where she lives, but whatever.
That's why
doesn't
we get
matter.
the comments we get.
These are Redditors. This is what it is.
Right.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
This is Reddit.
So the game of Risk strategy, which is fun. Done that.
Wow.
And I build your own PC because apparently I'm getting into building my own PC because my brother wants to help me because what I have is not good enough. What the rig that he wants to build me is not is going to be cool or whatever. So there's that. So Reddit, man, Reddit. But don't just go into the general site because it gets too crazy in there. You got to go to a specific topic.
Yeah, that doesn't sound crazy at all.
Right. Because
By the
everyone
way,
needs to know where.
By the way, I have been on Pokemon Reddit, and it is terrible.
Really?
It's like I'll trade. It's like a swap meet. I'll trade. I'll trade you my level 5 Zigzagoon for a shiny Rayquaza. It's like they're proposing the stupidest trades they want the best Pokemon for nothing.
All right, I'm
It's
sorry,
terrible.
Craig.
It's
Well,
terrible.
look, man. There's two sides of the coin, all right?
Well,
what
it is
can I do?
Reddit. I mean,
It's everything.
What do you
Everything
expect?
goes there. That's the thing, though. You get your crazy racist Warlock Master Race people who I yell at. I say, no, we don't use that joke. That's not a joke we use. That's not even a joke. That's a horrible thing to say. Master Race of anything. PC Master Race, I will slap you. That is not a joke. That is not a joke.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Never mind.
Right, that just kind of went
right.
way
Well,
off
there's
track.
three. Okay, so guys that play the game. There's 3 classes. All right,
we still
Warlock,
talking
Titan, and Hunter.
Hunter.
And
This is about Destiny, right?
People get stupid sometimes, and they say, "Oh, Titan's the best, man. Titan Master Race, man." I'm like, no. That is not a funny joke. That's not funny at all.
PC
it
is the
funny?
master race.
Yeah, exactly. Duh, man. But whatever.
This reminds me of Hitler for some reason.
Gilberto,
I'm
that is
sorry.
exactly
Yes.
what I am talking about, and
Yes,
that's
that's
why
what
it is not funny. And people like, hey, man, it's been 70 years, still not cool. Still not cool. Just saying.
Okay, I think I'm smelling what you're stepping
All right,
in
I'm
now.
done now. So Reddit, go there. They have good stuff. The Destiny community is really awesome. The Serial Podcast community is very interesting. And I know who did it, but I'm not going to say now. That's for a different podcast. Thank you.
Berto, save us. Number 3.
All right, so
Bring us back.
Hold on one second. Did I read and I listened to 2 other podcasts and I read like a 4,000 word report on LensCrafter timesheets? Maybe. Just saying. That's what happens sometimes if you go to Reddit. But there's also good things that happen there. So, okay, go ahead, Kim.
all right, well,
Seriously? LensCrafter timesheets, bro?
That might have happened.
this is a rhetorical question, Don. Please
What?
don't answer it. Please
What?
don't answer it. So you have 2 jobs, and you say you don't have time for almost anything. Where do you have time to go to read this? Okay, anyway, don't answer it. Please
Ask
don't
Google.
answer.
Ask Google.
Ask
Right,
Google.
ask Google.
Okay, so I've opened up quite a bit on this
Thanks.
show.
And people kind of like that. We've heard some feedback about that. Yeah.
Thank you.
they dug it.
I appreciate it. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit. This has a backstory. My day begins Monday through Friday at 3:40 in the morning. I wake up. I jump in the shower. 4 to 4:40. I prepare my show because I have a morning show on the Spanish station. And from 4:40 to 5:25, I have to go to these websites, and it's a group. It's CNN, Fox News, Univision.com. It is LA Times, New York Post, Time.com. All the news, websites that are, almost all the news websites existent. 9 News Denver, 7 News Denver, all of that stuff. Because, I have to be updated with the news. And so between 5:23 and 5:45, while I am on the bus, I have to, I read all of these to be updated and so I can share and be able, be current. So,
By the
yes.
way, I like your Gilberto bus stories.
Yes, there is a hashtag that I created. This is Berto Bus Adventures
Gilberto Bus Adventures.
on
yes.
Twitter. Yes,
Hashtag
Nice.
Berto Bus.
so all of these websites,
Those are
news websites.
Speaking of hashtags and stuff, so on Facebook, I do have a hashtag that I use called Train Adventures,
Oh,
and it's all my
I've seen those too.
all the mishaps on the light rail.
awesome.
Yeah,
Those are pretty funny, man.
They're great.
I enjoy those.
The best one, total tangent here. The best one and most recent one was a city employee checking his Ashley Madison matches.
Oh,
It was,
Dang.
I stared. I leered over this guy's shoulder like, is this actually happening right now? And yeah, sure enough, checking his Ashley
Does
Madison.
he know that it's
what
like
lines do you ride, by the way? Sorry.
H-line.
Oh.
H-line from 9 Mile all the
Opposite
way
way,
to...
though. Opposite way of
It's
you,
like-
Berto.
Oh, okay.
95% guys on there, and the girls are proven to be like robots, basically.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. All the females in there are bots.
I wonder if that guy knows that. And he paid for anyway, whatever.
Whatever.
There you go.
He did it on public property, so I was totally allowed to look.
Oh, I had one
spying
other
on
point about the light rail. So the new light rail, it's going off of Smith Road, right? Do you know what else is off Smith Road? Smith Road in Havana?
Nothing.
No, something.
Well, I know what's there.
The Denver County Jail.
Yeah, the correctional facility.
Yeah. So the
Nice.
light rail station is 100% within walking distance of that. So that's going to be the light rail station in between downtown and DIA. So it's going to be very interesting. The folks, I mean, you guys could have some great stories. You just need to move up north.
No, I'm not riding that line.
Why not?
I have no need for that one. It's either C or D and H.
That's what I'm saying. You should write up there.
People
You
not
could
in
have-
Denver have no idea what we're talking
You could
about.
have a lot
Sorry,
of great
RTD,
content.
sorry.
You could have a lot of great content from
public
the people that
transportation.
arrive from the airport to go downtown, or the people go from downtown go into the airport. They have to stop right in front of the Denver County Jail. I feel like you get some good stories there. Thank you.
All right, Lilo, number 3. This is Rank 'em Up. We are talking about websites
I'm trying to help you.
you visit daily.
Thanks for bringing us back, Craig. That's we got way off topic there. Okay, number three website. Some of you may or may not have heard this website, and some of you may or may not have gone onto this website to figure out if you are a basic white girl. That's right. I'm talking about BuzzFeed.com.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed.com. That is like, as a person of 34 years old, I go there to try to keep up with pop culture, because I find that a lot of pop culture is funny, and if I make jokes based on pop culture, it kind of adds my street cred. Like I can talk to people younger than me, and they'll believe I'm younger than 34. Not like that's a problem or something, but whatever. But yeah, so I love going to BuzzFeed because they have everything from like current breaking news all the way to why cats are the devil.
Yes.
And
To polls on everything.
yeah, polls on everything. Like there's the exhibit meme, like yo dog, I heard you like polls, so I made polls about a pole with a pole dancer.
Which Disney character are you?
Right, exactly. What is your favorite 80s video game? Or,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
can we guess your video game choices based on these musical questions? What is Taylor Swift wearing today? It's red lipstick and something very trendy. I can guarantee you that. So yeah, BuzzFeed.com. It's a good time. It's a great time killer. Actually, it's not even a time killer. It's a time suck. Like you go in there and you start clicking on articles because there's like article selections everywhere, and the next thing you know, 4 hours have gone by, and you're like, oh crap, where'd the day go? Oh,
Just
that's
like
right.
Reddit. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
But I'm not a basic white girl, so go me.
And you're not the only one.
Good
I
job.
also go to BuzzFeed.com and ViralThread.com for those.
Yes, viral thread. That's another.
I've never been
Awful.
to those
I've never heard of that one.
That's a time suck too.
Yeah.
It's one of those clickbait websites.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's
There-
your number 3.
That's my number
BuzzFeed.
3, BuzzFeed, because I visited on the daily.
My number 3 is a simulator game that Lilo has played. Or not Lilo. Why do I keep calling people Lilo tonight? I don't know why. That Caberto
name.
has played.
It's awkward, Top five
No,
name.
it
It's
is.
awkward.
It is. That Caberto has played in the past. That Don
I
continues
introduced you
to
to this
play.
game, I
And you
believe
quit-
so.
you
If I'm,
quit.
I don't know if you
guessing-
did. Did you?
I think I did.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, well,
That was a long time ago because we've been playing for half a decade.
We
or
started
more.
playing this game in the year of our Lord, 2010.
Yeah.
And this is hattrick.org. It's a soccer simulator game. Basically what happens is you sign up and you get a team,
Yep.
and you have to buy and sell players, and you play games, league games, And the good thing about hattrick.org, and I assume, and I hope it's not on your list, it probably is, but the reason why I like it is because there's something you do every day, something different.
Yeah. You can get involved in many different areas, too.
Right.
Trade market.
Let's say today is Wednesday. Wednesdays are your friendly games. Yeah. That's when you schedule a friendly, and you have a friendly game on Wednesdays. Thursdays is when you're training, your week of training. You get to see who popped, what we call popped. Their skills go up. Fridays are, you could look for...
Fridays you get our youth club friendlies set up.
Yeah, youth club friendlies.
Set the lineups usually, because on Saturday, if you're not at the office, you forget. So
yeah, Saturday morning is youth league games.
And then Saturday you check to see if you won your youth league game. Eight-time Classic Youth League champion in a row.
You're right.
Sorry.
Sunday is the league games. So basically, you have in the USA there's 6 divisions, and I'm in Division 5. I've won Division 5 times already, and it's in my trophy case. You can go check it out. It's actually a pretty good community of people on the forums that talk smack, and actually, the game is as deep as you want to take it. I mean, you can go from coaching national teams to building and selling and training players for crazy specialties.
This can be serious, very serious.
Yeah, there's achievements for guys that have all homegrown players. There's achievements for guys that have all domestic players.
There you go.
Everybody from in their country is in the same team.
Right.
So yeah,
we have our training. We've had office discussions about how best to train these players.
Yes.
We have a system. We have a system that we follow, or that I follow, that we kind of have made our own.
A whiteboard, right?
There was a whiteboard.
Oh my God. Wow.
Henry Nesbitt, I'm just going to say it. Henry Nesbitt on my team is a legend. He's now, you know what? He turned 30 years old not too long ago. Yeah, I know. Recruited him at 15 years old.
Jeez.
And now he's 30.
That's it.
137 career goals.
You can get jerseys of these people with their real numbers and stuff, which is fun.
Yeah, Henry Nesbitt, he's going in my Hall of Fame. He scores late winners against the Thousand Oaks every game. That's my main rival, Thousand Oaks. And we win in penalty kicks in the 90th minute every time. Those games are heated. But this season, he's finally...
That, or if you have a league promotion game that goes to penalties, and you're watching that with your hand glued to your phone screen or the computer monitor. You're watching those things. Hat Trick is amazing.
I think Thousand Oaks has finished second to me at least 3 or 4 times straight, and this year he's finally going to get over me, and it bothers me. I'm retooling for next season.
Sorry,
anyway,
man.
hattrick.org, my team. Go check it out. Swansea, Denver, AFC. That's what we are.
All right. Well,
nice.
I'm just piggybacking on Craig because my number 2 is hattrick. Also.org, but it's like a group of websites. It's not just one website, because you have your youth club, all right? So you go to hattrick-youthclub.org, and you got your youth club team, and you can see where they're training. It gives you all kind of metrics that you can see, and you want what best position to put your players in. Hat Trick Youth Club, so it helps you build your youth team. 8-time champions in a row. Thank you, Super Campeones Elefantes Negros. That's 6 youth league. 8-time champion in a row. 8-time in a row. 11-time overall. Thank you. 8-time in a row. We got so many rings. We don't know what to do with them. They're
youth championships.
Right.
Make sure you emphasize the youth.
8 times in a row, man. Hey, we're building players for the future, right?
Division 5.
We got to Division 4. We got to Division 4. We stayed there for 2 years. We changed trainings, and now we're going back up there next year. Not this year. Next year. We'll be back up in Division 4 with a young team full of youthful defenders ready to take on Division 4 next year. But and then there's another website, Tometric, and that helps your senior club with all the metrics and get your best done. You can see what training you're doing and how that affects them. And it takes all basically. And by the way, it's all a guess because the guys at hattrick.org, they do not say the formulas.
Right.
So it's these guys that have more than a level of Reddit dedication to this game that put together all these things, and you plug your team in and you see what happens. And
the good thing about it, the game simulator, is you can predict and you can put your best team on this thing, but the RNG will screw you every time. You'll get some random event happen that give it up a goal that should have never happened.
Exactly.
St. Random kills me every time.
I lost the promotion game because of that, too. It killed me. And so it's just Hat Trick, man. And it's basically you're a football club manager, and, you can win a promotion relegation game to stay up And we don't know these likes in the United States, but Hat Trick is awesome. And
I'm 0 for 3 in relegation promotion games, by the way.
I think
I should have been in Division 4 already, and I've lost every time in extra time. I've lost my promotion game.
I feel your pain, Craig. So that's Hat Trick, and it's a great computer game, and it doesn't take that much time. What you set your lineup, like once you get to these things, you can set your lineups. You could do this, or you could spend all day on the message board looking up what the best formation is for like wing backs if you want to train them or whoever. And and there's some guys, they just have teams to train goalies. Goalkeepers.
Jeez.
Yeah, those guys, and
crazy.
I'm like, those guys. I don't know how many teams those guys have, but allegedly it's legal to have 2 teams. But
It's not
Just like you
allegedly.
did, just
It's not
like you did.
allegedly. It is illegal.
there was no collusion. There was no collusion. They were separate entities. Thank you. There was no collusion.
All right, Gilberto, you're number 2. We've talked about Hat
was
Trick
no
for about 20 minutes now.
I love that. I love that website.
Lilo's looking at us crazy
I
here.
just want to say that is the reason. This game is not just superficial. This game you have to get in deep, and that is. I was not ready for commitment at that time, which is the reason why I quit. Just kidding. Okay, I
You were
had to
just
bring
mad
that.
because you were
That's
getting
the
beat by
funniest
us.
thing
I think.
No, I quit right after I was champion.
I
So
will give you the props. You did win the Super Youth Club Championship 12 team.
Right.
exactly.
21
Anyway, my
week
number
season.
2, and I go to this exact website because I actually have 5 accounts that I manage, and it's a TweetDeck. I have five Twitter accounts that I
Yeah.
manage, and 4 of them have to do with work, and 1 is personal. So TweetDeck, I have to be as updated as possible as going on to all of these news websites in the morning on the light rail. Twitter is very fast. It's very active, and depending on where my my attention is going to be on, what my content is going to be about, I have the separate feeds for each one of these. So TweetDeck.
Are most of the people you follow in English or Spanish?
On the personal one, it is 50-50.
Nice.
All right. Good. Cool.
TweetDeck.
All right, Lilo, you're number 2.
But wait, it's cool because you can just put like a word in, and it'll show you all the tweets of that word, right? Like you don't have to go search for it. It'll automatically put it there for you. So
Yeah, you can set lists and stuff like
Yeah.
that too.
it's cool, man. There you go. Sorry, go ahead.
Nice. No, TweetDeck's a good resource.
Yeah.
I dig it.
What's next, Professor?
Oh, well, today, class, my number 2 topic that we're going to talk about is a popular website. Some would say very popular. In fact, it's so popular, it is the number 2 search engine in the world. And that would be YouTube.com.
Yeah.
YouTube, all right.
YouTube.com. And this one actually is not work-related, period.
All right.
I can tell you that I'd say like 80% of my subscriptions on that are video game channels. Because video games. I mean,
And I think very soon
Me
we're
too.
going to have a show of our YouTube subscriptions. Probably. We'll see.
cool. I would be
Yes.
way on board with that. I think half that show would be honorable mentions.
Mine is a,
That show will be 6 hours long.
Right. That would be a marathon show.
I'll do impressions of Destiny YouTube guys.
See,
How's it going, guys? Hey, guys. Guys. They use the word guys a
they
lot.
use guys a lot.
I do.
It's very
There's no girls. This
no
is very
girls.
sexist.
Right. What's her face? Laced up. Oh, she's on Twitch.
Yeah, she's Twitch.
She's Twitch. Laced up Lauren. Anyway, yeah, YouTube.com.